Hey everybody, Tom here, and I just wanted to make a video and talk to you about a couple of things. First of all, and most importantly, I realized that I have not put up the next Gloomhaven video. You might be able to tell in my voice, but I've been a little under the weather for the last couple of days. In fact, the night after I filmed the video that has been up, video number 3, I went to bed and woke up the next morning and could hardly speak at all. And that's kind of how it's been for the last couple of days. Believe it or not, this is the best that my voice has sounded since Wednesday, probably. And so as much as I really want to get in and play the next scenario, or to finish the first scenario actually, I haven't felt like my voice was in a place that anyone would want to listen to that. So it's still sitting on my table. I'm dying to know what's in that room. It's going to get here as soon as possible. I'm really hoping that by later tonight I can start filming, or maybe tomorrow, but that's kind of the plan there. The second thing that I wanted to talk about is, you may have noticed that I have gone through and changed the name of the channel, and I've also gone and changed all of the thumbnails for the videos. And so I just wanted to keep you aware of why I've made that change, especially this early on in the channel's history. Basically, what happened is, I got the idea to start a YouTube channel about 5 years ago. I've been playing games for 10 to 15 years probably. And I got, about 5 years ago, I thought, you know what, it would be really fun to make a YouTube channel, just like the ones that I've been watching for so long. And so I had that idea, and it was around the time that I was graduating from college. And initially in college I was studying film. I really wanted to be a film editor or a producer or something like that, and then ended up changing majors to become a math teacher. That's a different story for a different day. Anyway, so when I graduated from college, I was like, yay, I'm done with school, and I'm going to start teaching, and I'm going to have all this time to make this YouTube channel that I really wanted to make. Anyone who has taught knows that that is completely far from the truth. So as soon as I started teaching, I realized that I would never have any time for myself at all. After the first year of teaching, when I survived that, I ended up moving kind of far away from my family and friends and things like that. And so I've kind of been more isolated recently, which has turned me into more of a solo gamer than I used to be. Anyway, so I moved and continued teaching, and at one point I realized that in order to make more money I needed to go to grad school, and that also put the video channel on the back burner. And I just graduated from grad school last April, but then had a summer job, and anyway, so I finally was able to push myself to make a channel. Now, when I started making the channel this year, well, I mean, just a couple of months, what was it? A couple weeks ago even, I was basically doing it as a solo game channel to test the waters. I wanted to see if this was something that I thought was fun or that I was interested in, and so I made the solo game channel. But my passion isn't really in solo gaming. That's kind of something that's come out of necessity more than anything else. Where I have found a passion with gaming, besides looking at all the new stuff, because we all love the new shiny things, has been in trying to refine teaching games to new people who have never played a game before, or who haven't really played modern board games before. And so for the last several years, I've really been trying to work on the way that I present games and that I teach games. And that's really what I enjoy doing more than playing a solo game. I've kind of become one of those game teachers that tries to teach a game as not to teach it quickly in a negative way, but to teach through playing the game. And so anyway, 5 years ago when I got the idea of the channel, it was going to be that. It was going to be me giving tips on how to teach certain games and all of that stuff, yada yada. But it wasn't happening in a way that I wanted it to happen. And so just to see if I would actually follow through with the channel, I just made up the solo game channel on the fly. And I honestly figured that I would make the channel and that it would go away within a week or two, and I would be bored and I'd be like, hey, cool, I'm really glad I got that out of the system. Let me move on to something else. But the opposite has happened, and I've had so much fun making these videos. And I've really enjoyed interacting with those of you who have been watching and commenting and subscribing and all of that stuff. I really do. I like talking to people, and especially in my semi-isolated situation, it's been extremely healthy for me, kind of, I think. So anyway, when my voice was gone, I started thinking about how I had branded myself through this channel into becoming a solo gamer, and I am a solo gamer a lot of the time. But that isn't really what I want the focus of the channel to be. I am going to continue playing games solo. I'm going to continue to do solo modes of games, but I also wanted to do other games. So for example, I picked up a copy of Otis, and I thought this would be so much fun to play on the channel. But because Otis is a competitive game, I didn't really feel good about putting it on the solo game channel. And so since I've been sick, I've had a lot of time to think. I went back to a lot of my old notes about ideas I had for the channel, and that's led to this decision. So you're going to see me transition from being the solo game channel to being Tom Teaches channel. And my hope for this channel is that I'm going to have all kinds of different videos, mostly setup and gameplay. But what I mean by different kinds of videos is I want to do solo mode games. I want to do cooperative games where I control several people. I want to try my hand at competitive games. I've been nervous to do that because I'm not a good strategizer, but at the end of the day, when I make these videos, I realize for me, it's not really about strategy. It's just about having fun and setting up a game and having fun, and I do that on my own all the time. That's how I learn competitive games, is I just play multiple people and do it, so I figure I might as well throw that on camera, and it would be a really fun thing to do. So thank you for watching. I don't mean to ramble, but I did want to keep you guys in the loop if you had any interest at all, for those of you early subscribers, about why things are changing. I really intend to keep the content extremely similar to what it is. I'm just changing the name on the logo, the name on the channel, and then I'm slightly modifying the thumbnails because I wanted to give more information at the top. I love the idea that I had Tom versus whatever, but for people browsing videos, I want to give as much information about the video as possible. So on the top bar, I'll list the characters that I'm playing, and so you can see if you're interested in seeing how a specific character works or whatever. I just wanted to be more detailed at the top. So that's what I wanted to tell you about the channel. Welcome to the channel if this is your first time. If you have any requests or if you have a comment, let me know. I will continue to do my best to get rules right, and I will continue to make mistakes. But I appreciate you guys being patient with me, and hopefully this is just the beginning of something really fun. And I'm really getting kind of close, or really trying to see if I can get some guest players in with me too. I've had a couple of requests for people to join me in my games, and I think, again, by changing the name of the solo game to Tom Teaches, that's going to really open up the doors for me to bring more people in and more kinds of games into the channel. So thank you for watching this, and I will get... Oh, my voice is already sounding better now. Well, a little bit. It just depends. I'm going to see if I can rest just a little bit more today, and then I might be able to pull off a Gloomhaven, finish off that last room, and continue. And then, I have a whole pile of games that I thought would be really fun to play once I've made this transition into Tom Teaches. So, either way, welcome to Tom Teaches. I'm excited that you're here, and we will see you guys later. Boy! Oh, that sucked.